Hello guys, my name is Vicious and I'm your host on the Coverage 101 podcast. And if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button because it's free. You got nothing to lose. And you really want to hear what I'm going to be talking about today. So we're going to be talking about the tornado that actually happened in Durban, South Africa. And it's been said that more than 10 people were injured as a result of this tornado and more than 3 people were actually killed due to this tornado. And it's crazy because during the early hours of Tuesday, it was just like sunny. I was in Durban at that time, so which is a little bit sunny, so we're not really expecting any rain. And then after 2 p.m. out of the blue, just like started pouring, and we started seeing floods. And we started seeing people posting on social media, people were crying since they were losing shelter, since they were losing vehicles, and it's just like crazy that way things were happening because we have never seen something like this happen. Even still, it doesn't snow here in Durban. We have never seen snow in Durban. So if something like that happens, you just like get frightened and stuff like that. Actually crazy because we're actually seeing the actual tornado, so we're just like seeing the whole thing happening. You're seeing metals flying in the air, just crazy, like seeing windows flying, seeing trees flying, just objects flying in the air. It's just like crazy, something that you've never seen before. Because a couple of weeks ago in Joburg they actually had a tsunami that actually lasted for a couple of minutes. So from my perspective, I feel like that's actually a sign, maybe God is trying to tell us something or whatever, because just imagine a tornado in Durban and a tsunami in Joburg, it cannot be a coincidence. All within 2 months cannot be a coincidence, But I guess we just have to wait and see and find out, since there's nothing you can do about it, So moving on to the second story we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. So Mark Zuckerberg actually challenged Elon Musk into a cage fight. And Elon Musk actually agreed to fight with Mark Zuckerberg into a cage fight. So which means the 2 richest billionaires are going to be fighting in a cage. And it's crazy because Mark Zuckerberg have been doing martial arts and have been into karate and martial arts and stuff like that. And on the other hand, Elon Musk have never done any martial arts or any boxing or anything related to fighting. So which means there's slim chances that Elon Musk is going to beat Mark Zuckerberg. So a lot of people are actually saying that, So I want to know from you guys, do you think Elon Musk is going to beat up Mark Zuckerberg, or do you think Mark Zuckerberg is going to beat up Elon Musk? Because a lot of people are saying a lot of things, Because from my perspective, I also strongly believe that Mark Zuckerberg is going to be defeating Elon Musk. Because you cannot be fighting for more than 10 years and then fight with a person who has never fought in his life, and then they actually beat you up. However, anything is possible. We just have to wait and see, wait and find out. Because as we speak right now, Elon Musk is already training. He's already started his training. So the 2 billionaires have been beefing for some time, including different perspectives when it comes to artificial intelligence and rockets. And the different perspective when it comes to certain things, or in a lot of things, since they're actually in the tech world, that's actually one of the profound reasons towards their beef. However, in 2016, Elon Musk actually exploded one of his rockets, and it actually damaged Facebook satellites, since you guys do know that Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of Facebook. And that actually disrupted a lot of things for Mark Zuckerberg. So a lot of people are also saying that that's actually, one of the reasons why they actually started beefing, and also different perspective when it comes to a lot of things. And a couple of years ago, Elon Musk deleted his Facebook account, both for Tesla and also for SpaceX. So after that, he actually decided to advise the world. He posted on Twitter advising people to delete Facebook just because it's lame. Just imagine that, So That's actually, one of the reasons as well why they started beefing. Because I mean, even Mark Zuckerberg was also, throwing his own tantrums towards Elon Musk. So it's been like, back and forth fights, billionaires. So this time around, they actually decided to fight in the cage. So we're just gonna see who's gonna be the boss, like who's the real deal. Because I mean, it's gonna be Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk. So we just have to wait and find out what's gonna happen. And moving on to the story we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the disappeared submersible that the whole world was talking about. And we actually spoke about the disappeared submersible in a previous episode. And if you still haven't seen that episode, I'm just going to leave the link on the description below so that you can check it out. And it's actually been said that the disappeared submersible was actually recovered. However, it was exploded. The exploded pieces of the disappeared submersible were recovered 4,000 meters below sea level. And it's crazy and sadly, and it's just like a tragedy, because I mean, it's also been said that the exploded pieces were recovered with the human remains. So which means the Ocean Gate submersible actually exploded alongside with the passengers that were inside of it. It's just like so sad, because it was announced on Wednesday that the human remains were discovered. And a lot of people are also saying that, the Ocean Gate company knew that the submersible exploded as soon as it landed, which means it never disappeared. It actually exploded as soon as it landed. However, they were not disclosing that to the media. And it's crazy. It's actually crazy because, I mean, 4 of the passengers that were inside the submersible actually paid $250,000 just to experience the Titanic wreckage. Besides Dr. Raj, which is, the CEO of the Ocean Gate company. So the other 4 passengers actually paid $250,000 just to experience the Titanic wreckage. Basically just to die, because I mean, that was like, a trap. It wasn't really a trap because I mean, I'm sure Ocean Gate company wasn't intending to do that, but I mean, it's really sad. And also the fact that, because I mean, people are also speculating that they knew as soon as it actually exploded. So, which means that's actually a bad thing to do, to not disclose something like that to the public or to the families, because I mean, the families also deserve closure, However, it's been said that the Ocean Gate company actually kept that as a secret, It's crazy. RIP to the passengers and RIP to Stockton Rush, which is the CEO of the Ocean Gate company. And another story that you're going to be talking about, since you guys do know that you've been covering the CottenFest Durban edition, so we also covered the reactions from different people, towards the lineup, and we also went through the lineup. And it actually included people like, LVOVO, Professor, Aries, a lot of people were actually, on the lineup, dope people from Durban, all around South Africa, dope people. However, people are actually complaining that, we didn't see people like Nesta C, Casper West, Ticola, DJ Speedster. However, it's also been said that LVOVO is no longer going to be performing at the CottenFest due to health reasons, and a lot of people are saying that that is not true, because I mean, people are criticizing LVOVO, saying that they're not looking forward to seeing LVOVO performing and stuff like that. And LVOVO was actually, taking that positively. He wasn't, affected by that in any way, because I mean, he also released, a couple of videos saying that he's looking forward to seeing people, because people are saying that they're looking forward to seeing him. However, people were actually saying the opposite, and they knew. However, he actually acted like, he doesn't know. And instead, he actually told people that he is actually looking forward to seeing people. He's actually looking forward to performing at the CottenFest. And recently, it's also been said that LVOVO is no longer going to be performing at the CottenFest, because I mean, LVOVO had a stroke last year, December 2022. It seems like his doctor told him not to perform at the CottenFest due to that, since he's still recovering, However, people are speculating that's not the actual reasons why he's no longer going to be performing at the CottenFest. People have been criticizing LVOVO for being in the lineup, So the CottenFest supporters were actually criticizing the CottenFest for actually including people like LVOVO. So that's actually part of the reasons why LVOVO won't be performing at the CottenFest anymore. But I guess we just have to wait and find out what's going to happen. However, we're actually looking forward to the event, because I mean, it's going to be dope. And that's all for today's episode, guys. I do appreciate you for watching until the end. If you're watching until the end, and if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button, because I mean, it's free. You got nothing to lose. My name is Vicious. This is the Coverage 101 podcast. Peace out.